I'm Shanda Golden, and you're in the vault. We're hanging out here at the Knitting Factory in Reno, chatting with Vinnie Paul. How are you, sir?
I'm great. Good to be here.
Good. You know what? I'm kind of nervous meeting you today.
Nothing to be nervous about.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just as regular as any other guy.
You are, but I don't know why. I was kind of I don't normally get so nervous.
Oh, sorry.
Maybe because you're a Texan.
I hope it's a good thing.
It is a good thing. So as I was doing my research on you, I came across something that it was a common theme with you, and it said that you don't live in the past.
No, you know, too much to look forward to, you know. Things in the past could be good, they could be bad, you know, but if you dwell on them, you know, you never move forward. I always say, you know, if you live in the past, you have no future.
Right.
You know, and a lot of people really get caught up in that, you know. They accomplished one thing in their lives and they live off of that till the day that they're gone, you know, and I don't want to do that. You know, Pantera is what I'm talking about with me. It was a huge band, it was a huge accomplishment, but I'm on to something else, you know. That was a long time ago. It was 14 years ago since I've done that, you know, so I'm really proud of what I do now. I'm proud of that, and this is just another chapter in my life.
Do you think that's because you're Texan?
I don't know what it is, man. It's just the drive to move forward, and you know, after what had happened to my brother, I promised him and myself not to let the legacy die, and just to keep going, you know.
I noticed that with a lot of Texans. That's why I asked. Your attitudes are. I love. First of all, I love Texans.
It's a great state, man. You know,
it is a great state.
Really friendly, really down to earth, and treat other people with a lot of respect.
Yeah, and I also read that your father was a songwriter. Yeah. So did you grow up on country music, or was it rock and roll?
You know, I mean, around the house, I got my fair share of my parents playing David Allan Coe and Buck Owens and Conway Twitty and Johnny Rodriguez and on down the list. But really, when I discovered music, which was Kiss, you know, I immediately fell in love with that form of music to me, which was heavy metal. You know, Kiss, Ted Nugent, all that came along at that time.
Do you listen to country now ever?
I listen to it. I mean, Toby Keith's my favorite when he comes on. You know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And he happens to be a good friend of mine, so that probably helps a little. You know.
I've been listening to a lot of Waylon Jennings and Merle Haggard.
Yeah, man, Waylon, Willie, and the Boys.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Hey, congratulations on the new album, Blood for Blood.
Thank you.
I like it a lot. I really like the track Hush and then DMF. Those are my favorites.
I think just with the whole record, we finally found the hell yeah sound that we'd been looking for from the very start. You know, when we started, it was really a way for us to get away from what we did in our previous bands. We really wanted to experiment with the music. We wanted to really branch out, touch on some country, southern rock, plain old rock and roll like Led Zeppelin, and then have a metal vibe that went along with it. And you know, we did that for the first two albums. I think it really kind of confused a lot of people that had followed us in the past, and we kind of got that out of our systems. And when we got to Band of Brothers, we said, let's get back to our metal roots. Let's do what we would do if we were in our other bands, but we put ourselves together, you know. And I think it really started to come together at that point where people really went, wow, this is what I expect from Hell Yeah, you know. And then with the new record, it even went further. You know, the best songs we'd ever written, the best production we ever had. We worked with a guy named Kevin Churko, who was really awesome and really understood what we wanted as a band. And you know, we went through a couple of member changes, which really made us stronger and better. So everything just kind of fell into place. And then we got some great touring opportunities. You know, we went out, we did almost 3 months with Avenged Sevenfold, and love those guys all over the United States and Canada. And then we did a big tour this past fall with Five Finger Death Punch and Bull Beat, which was amazing. And now we're finally getting around to headlining, you know. So last night was the first night of the tour. Las Vegas was absolutely awesome. I expect Reno to be just as good, if not better. Right. Things are going good.
Yeah. I heard some stories about you coming up to Reno before, and the people in Reno absolutely adore you.
Oh, Reno's great, man. And you know, I bought a home in Las Vegas about 6 years ago, so I'm real familiar with the Nevada attitude and everything, and I love coming up here, man. It's a mini Vegas, like they say it is, but it's a lot of fun, man. It's a lot of fun.
What do you like about Nevada, coming from Texas?
You know, I like the fact that there's no state tax, just like Texas. I like that. And no, it seems like it's a really tight-knit community.
It is.
The people, even the news is just really, it's so local. You know, everything is about where you live and what goes on in your town. And, you know, even from Dallas, you know, it's so big, man. The news is really broad, and then you know, you get your regular news, ABC and all that. But you know, they really want to get the best out of the state, and they really care about the people that are the employees here, that keep all the people, the drunks and the idiots that come into this state happy, you know.
Yeah, yeah. I was really because I don't know who. Obviously, this is the first time we've met, but across the board, everyone that have met you, like, you know, just regular old folks always say the nicest things about you. You've touched so many people up here in Reno.
Yeah,
which I thought, maybe that's why I was so nervous.
Been here many times. Been here many times, man. Love it.
Cool. So now, what do you do in your pastimes? Do you like to entertain? Because you had a cookbook that was coming out, right?
No, it's not gonna come out.
Okay.
It is gonna come out.
Okay, when's that coming out?
I'm gonna get it out, I promise, by Christmas this year. No, I've been about 2 Christmases in a row. It's kind of gone by, but we got a big tour coming up in Europe right after this, and so I'll have a lot of time to myself to finish it up. I've already got about 125 recipes in it. It's called Drumming Up an Appetite with Vinnie Paul.
I love that.
How clever is it? It's got a picture of me sitting behind a drum set. I'm holding 2 turkey legs, which are otherwise known as drumsticks, and it's all about cooking and having fun with it. You know, I don't get too specific about it, but I do think a lot of people think cooking is throwing something in the microwave, you know, and it's something that you really got to be passionate about, just like playing an instrument, you know. And if you put your heart and soul into it, and then you feed it to people, and you say, oh man, this is so good, you know, it makes you feel good. It's just like playing music, and you're like, God damn, I love this shit.
Right on. So if you had a party at your house, you'd be the one cooking.
I cook. I just threw the biggest Super Bowl party ever.
Nice.
Did 30 pounds of shrimp. Had a big, huge shrimp boil. I did po' boys because I always do themed for each team, and we had the Seahawks, and we had the New England Patriots. I did New England lobster chowder, you know, the shrimp for both teams, the po' boys, you know, so kind of tied it all together. Won a lot of money because I took the Patriots. Yeah. And I'm kind of heartbroken because my Cowboys should have been there. That was a catch by Dez. I don't care what anybody says, and that rule sucks. I could take it out any day.
Yeah. So if you weren't a musician, you might be a chef.
I might be doing that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I really dig doing it. You know, when I was a little kid, I always wanted to be an oceanographer. Jacques Cousteau was my hero when I was really young, and I used to always, you know, when I would go back and find stuff that my mom had saved for me when I was 3, 4, 5 years old. There are always pictures of me scuba diving and octopuses and you know, sharks and all that, and you know, crayon drawings. They weren't any good, but I wanted to do that, you know, and then I wanted to be an astronaut. And then, you know, I started growing up and, you know, fell in love with me. And then I thought I was going to be an athlete, you know, I wanted to play football. But even though I'm a big guy, I'm not big enough to play that sport. I got tired of my fingers getting crushed all the time. And so then I just started playing drums. And I went, wow, man, I would rather do this. This is what I'm supposed to be doing.
Because you, by just saying astronaut and oceanographer, I get the impression that you like to explore. So you like being on the road.
Yeah, man, I'm Pisces, man. I love it.
You're a Pisces?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a Virgo.
Yeah.
We get along.
At least this far.
I heard too you were quite charming. That might be why I'm a little nervous. But that's good too.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, congratulations on the album. I'm going to start working. I had some health issues, and I'm going to hit the gym again Monday because I like to lift weights.
All right.
And at my gym we play heavy metal. I can hardly wait to hear the album and stuff.
Play the whole record.
Oh yeah, get me
it's
pumped.
It's a good workout. Man.
It is
I know
a good.
A lot of people that work out too.
Yeah, if you're lifting weights, it's a good one. Congratulations again, and good luck with this tour. I think it's awesome.
Hey, we're coming to a city near you, and if we miss you on this round, we're going back out in April. A lot of dates with Godsmack, a lot of radio shows, and then we're coming to Europe if you happen to be watching this in Europe, man. So we'll see you guys on tour the rest of this year.
All this whole year after
all
tour?
This year.
And then you're going to finish the cookbook, and then what are you going to do?
Straight into the studio and make the 5th Hell Yeah CD.
See, there you go. Are you already writing for that?
Yeah, we got a lot of great ideas, and like we said earlier, I'm not going to live in the past. I mean, this record's done very good for us. We had our first top 10 single with this record. It's been the most successful Hell Yeah record to date, and once we're done with this tour and all that, it's on to the next one.
I love that about you, that you don't live in the past. I think that's wonderful. Bravo.
You gotta go forward.
You gotta go forward. Well, I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much for your time. You're an absolute doll.
Thank you.
All right. See you later.
Ciao.